There he goes, fighting back there. Been trolling all morning, finally got one on. So see how big it is. It's feeling pretty good, but that planer board kind of got buried there too. So see how it goes here. Finally, man, we've been trolling all morning and nothing. See how big it is. Got good head shakes on it. Just trolling these little small 6-inch crankbaits real high up in the water column. We're only in about 5 feet of water on a gravel flat right at the mouth of the river here. So, there he is. Doesn't look too big, but get that board off here. Kind of a pain when you got all by yourself here. Oh. There we go. There we go. Oh, just barely hooked. Like I said, we're just right at the mouth of the river here. Just got a shallow gravel flat here, and all these shad are moving out from the bay, and they're moving up into the river to that water, warmer water for the winter here. Do this without getting hooked. There we go. Look at that. So not a bad fish, actually a little better than I thought he was. Small head, but big body. You can tell they're feeding on the shad out here. So like I said, just shallow gravel flats, small little 6-inch crankbaits, running real high up in the water column. Pretty fish. We'll get it back and put them, get fishing again. There we go. It really seems like when these fish start biting, you're gonna get a couple of them, so we wanna get back out fishing right away. So, cool. Out here on the lower Fox River and the lower bay of Green Bay, with these shad moving into the river, like I said, there's warmer water, and the shad always like that warmer water in the fall here, so they're really migrating hard into the river. And right now they're staging on these shallow gravel flats and everything where the warmer water is, and then moving up into the river, where a lot of our baits is to, you know, kind of matching the hatch a bit. So we're using a lot of these 6-inch slammers, seem to be really good. These 6-inch minnow baits are always great, but a lot of people usually associate like this slammer as a twitch bait instead of a trolling bait. And some people have tried it and said that it can't really troll too well. And one little thing that I do is, these are the standard hooks that you have on a slammer minnow bait here. All I do is I upsize it a bit, gets a little bit more weight on that belly, and you can troll that bait well over 3 miles an hour. Out here right now, most of the speed that we're doing is 2.5 to 2.8, maybe kicking it up to about the low 3s once in a while. But trolling these little 6-inch minnow baits like this slammer with a little bit bigger hooks, you can troll them no problem. And this is what we're catching all our fish on out here. It's day 2, we were out yesterday, fished all day, got in between rain and snow, and froze pretty hard last night, so we got ice all over our boat. We're just getting started. It's in the upper 20s, and just trying to break all the ice off our gear, get them set up, and hopefully get some fish right away here today. Oh, yeah. Just reset lines and just rechecked them, and they're all good, and we got one finally. I don't know, it felt pretty good right away, but I don't know. I don't know how big he is. We'll take a look. Just fishing at the mouth of the river here again. How big he is. Oh, that's a good fish. It's gonna be kind of a hassle taking the board off on my own, but.
Want me to get it?
I got it. There we go. Whoops. Look at that later. Good fish. Real nice fish. Just a little 6-inch minnow bait. You know, just kind of matching the size of the shad, and not too shabby of a fish. Pick that planer board up in a minute here. Maybe just, well, he's coming in with that mouth open. He felt a little bigger, but still not bad at all. Man, just barely hooked. It's kind of one of those days, just seems like a little bit tougher of a day, but barely hooked on that tail hook. Not gonna get the net out on this one, he's not too big. And all right, here we go. Nice Fox River, right at the mouth, following the shed up on these shallow sand flats, and nice lower Green Bay Fox River muskie. Put him back in the water. We fished all day for this one. About midday right now, and first rip we've had.
There he goes. All right.
Out here fishing on the Fox River in the lower bay, Green Bay. Like I said, these shad are really moving up into the river, finding that warmer water, and the fish are really following them. The muskies are, and also other game fish, walleyes and everything. And communication's really key, because it seems like when you find one fish in that area, you're going to find a number of fish. And like out here, we're communicating a lot with Captain Brett Jolly. He's kind of gotten us on the right path and everything. And we're finding out where we're getting our fish. He's also getting fish there too. We're both trolling the same kind of areas, the same sandbars, shallow areas, and it's really helping us out. We're both communicating on what baits and everything, and it seems to really be helping out. Where communication, where if you got a number of boats out there that you know out there, you can talk with them and really figure the fish out a lot quicker. Out here on the Fox River in the lower Green Bay, colors that seem to work the best. It seems like on dark days, darker colors like a black, night shiner, perch patterns seem to work the best. Where on bright days, it seems like bright baits work the best. A lot of shiner colors, fire tiger always seem to work the best. So when you're out here, just remember dark baits on dark days, bright colors on bright days. Last year we fished the Fox River one day and had something pretty exciting happen. So why don't you take a look?
We got the Fox River right behind us. We're right at the mouth, and we just got a good fish to hook up here finally. Oh, there's another fish here too. Oh, double header, and I'm all by myself. I got a double header on here, and I'm all by myself. I gotta get the net here. Kind of a mess. Wow. We got two going at the same time. This is a total mess here all by myself. Oh. There we go. Got that one. And let's see if this fish is still on here. Yeah, this one's still on too. Double header all by myself. This one I don't think is a giant, but wow, we got a double hitter in the net. One pretty decent fish, another kind of smaller, but still. See two in the net there. That big Fravel really holds two double fish pretty nice. Get them unhooked here. Wow, it's just a mess. Wow, first double header I've ever had in my life. You can see two fish in the net here. It's Green Bay, so it's not the clearest water, but you can see the baits that just caught them on this one. This bait was only running about 20 feet back and about 5.5 feet of water. What we got is we got the main river channel right here, and like I said, we got Green Bay right here and the river right here. We're right at the mouth. These shad out here are coming up on these flats in like 4 to 6 feet of water, and that's what we're trolling about 3 miles an hour. And these fish, we got one right away, and as I'm reeling it in, the other rod went off. So you can definitely tell when the fish are moving up, you're feeding on the shad. So we're gonna get these fish out, see what they look like. There's one. It's not a giant. This was the second one that hit. Hit on a smaller shad-sized crankbait. Not a giant, but a good fish, and you can tell how healthy these fish are with eating on these shad. Throw him back. Take off real quick, and we'll see what the nicer one looks like here. nice thing about these frayable nets, you get 2 fish in them all by yourself, and here's the nicer one of the 2. Real nice, healthy fish. You can tell they got great forage in here when all these fish look real fat and healthy like this. Is what you got when you got a Great Lakes shad-based system on these rivers, and these muskies move into the rivers pretty hard in the fall, so put that one back.
Hey everyone, I want to thank you for watching this week's show. Pre-spawn smallmouth bass fishing can be some of the most exciting of the year. Go to badfishoutdoors.net and look up our guide service. We offer these kind of trips in May and June, and it is a lot of fun. I'd also like to thank Tanner Wilds for taking us out on the Bay of Green Bay. Go to his website at tannerwilds.com and check out the DVDs he has on the market, and also his guide service. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next week.